大家好，我係 Benjamin，我係一個後期聖徒，即係俗稱嘅摩門教徒。今日為大家帶嚟後期聖徒同 Reckless band 嘅專訪。呢個專訪其實喺今年6月6號已經播出，但係由於缺乏中文媒體嘅關注，所以我就聯絡咗 LatterDailySaints 嘅 Jackson， 得到佢嘅同意，幫呢個專訪配上中文字幕，等中文嘅觀眾都可以睇到專訪嘅內容。好，我哋而家就開始。
There are some insane developments to the ongoing bricks and minifigs Lego theft scandal that has been plaguing the Latter-day Saint reputation with a massive blemish.
The cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church.
Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon. All the police officers who are treating me unfairly were all Mormon too.
But instead of just providing our own commentary on the situation, we had the privilege of sitting down for an hour-long conversation with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Reckless Ben Schneider himself, to give his take on the new developments. He also gives us some insider info on what Brian Mansell's dad's reaction was when he finally told him just 2 days ago that his lifelong Star Wars Lego collection was stolen. And his response is pretty surprising. All this and more. My name is Jackson Wayne Paul, and welcome to Latter Daily Saints.
What power shall stay the heavens from pouring down knowledge from heaven upon the heads of the Latter-day Saints?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Latter Daily Saints, or welcome for the first time. And for our first time viewers, I'm so pumped for you because this is going to be a monumental episode. I wanted to start off by saying that no one here is an official representative of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but what we do here on Latter Daily Saints is take a look at things happening in the news and specifically in the Latter-day Saint community and run our mouths on the internet about it. And today, joined in the studio, besides our faithful co-host Brando.
What's up, guys?
We've got AllThoseInFavor, Caden Baylor. Welcome.
Yes.
What is up, everyone?
Glad to be here.
Yeah. And by now, if you haven't watched their reaction to this whole Mormon Lego gate, as it's been coined, or if you haven't seen our episode, then you're a little bit behind, but hopefully this will still be super awesome and edifying for you. But we want to start off by reacting to this clip of the man, the myth, the legend that has been conducting this investigative journalism, Ben Schneider, when he went on the H3H3 podcast. And what he said maybe is the key to resolving this entire issue. So Brando, roll the tape.
Funny. Yeah, because I don't want this to be like a hit piece against Mormonism, because I think the way he's actually going to give the Legos back is if like the Mormon community, like obviously I'm not going to have any influence on him, but the Mormon community will. So if we can get the Mormon community on our side and be like, hey, someone in your group is doing something like completely, he's breaking all of your Mormon rules, stealing. That breaks the Mormon. One of the main things you can't do in Mormonism is stealing. Josh is doing that. Lying. He's doing that. Stealing from old people, even worse in Mormonism, I think. So
there's an extra statute against old people.
Yeah. So basically, the Mormons should hate this guy, but for some reason, right now they're sticking up for him. So I wonder if like there's a way to like reason with the Mormons to be like, hey, someone is breaking all of your rules. We have so much proof. Let's work together.
Yeah, I
to get him to do the right
think
thing.
there are. I mean, there's for sure people in the church that would see this and be like, this guy's not. He's
All
not
right,
one
pause
of us.
there.
Yeah.
Stealing is exclusively wrong in the Mormon church.
Exactly.
Just so we know.
That's what I always thought too. Yeah, every church is wrong. Yeah, I don't know a single church where stealing is right. So
Exactly. So spoiler alert, we decided we need to band together with this man that is uncovering and bringing darkness to light. So Ben Schneider, welcome to the pod, bro.
yeah. Oh no, did I introduce myself too early? I'm so sorry. What up? Yeah.
Reckless Ben Mormon Alliance, not on anyone's 2026 bingo card.
And Jackson, what time are we recording this at, bro?
Dude, we're recording it during his current sleep schedule. What is this, about noon for you? It's midnight for us, and you're just an hour ahead. But what time have you been going to sleep lately, Ben?
Well, I was up till like 8 a.m. yesterday trying to get the last video out. Yeah, I just haven't been sleeping because it's been so crazy. But so I'm a little sick.
No, you're
but
good.
I kind of caught a cold because my immune system's down right now. I've just been not breaking, just go, I guess. But my voice is better than the H3 podcast. My voice has come back a little bit. My voice was dead. Oh my God. It's crazy to hear my voice sound like that. It's insane.
Well, dude, we have a lot of juicy updates to get into today, but I know everyone watching this, everyone who's been following it, the first thing they want to hear is how are you? How's your physical and mental health?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. This is like the most fun I've had in a while. I got sued by Bricks and Minifigs. They're going to try to put me in jail for 147 years. And I read through the whole list of complaints. And I think the way they like came up with this like lawsuit against me is they just went down like, is this like every single possible law you can break? And like, how did Reckless Ben do this law? How did Reckless Ben break this law? Because literally every single law that's like possible to break is in this lawsuit against me, which is hilarious. So I must have done like everything bad according to them.
Wow, they're trying to jail you past 100 years because when you get to that point, you can't play with their Legos anymore, man.
Yeah, but it's fun. That's kind of been my whole career is like I want to put myself in like a really hard situation and try and like figure out a way to get out, you know?
Modern day Houdini, but just with legal intricacies of Lego companies.
We're happy you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear because we posted out to our audience and we asked for what questions they would want to ask you. And the number one most liked one was, "Are you okay?" ? And so good to
great.
hear that.
Yeah. No, I'm getting better. I'm not as sick anymore. I was super sick for the last like week just because I've been averaging like 3 hours of sleep. No, I'm doing good. I'm riding on adrenaline right now, so it's all good.
Heck yeah. So, to go off of one thing that you brought up, this lawsuit, because an article was posted on like a Utah local website called KSL that I was pretty shocked to see what they said in it. And So in it, there's a section that says order to take down videos. And it says Bricks and Minifigs filed a civil lawsuit against Schneider and others involved in the videos seeking over $300,000 and accusing them of defamation, disparagement, conspiracy, stalking, trespass, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. And then this is the part that I found most wild. It says a 4th District Court Judge, Tony Graff Jr., granted a temporary request ordering Schneider to take down any videos from any streaming device that in any way relate to the private legal dispute underlying this matter between Brian and Crystal, the previous franchise owners, and the assertions of wrongdoing described in the lawsuit. And so, as of about 2 minutes ago, when we looked at your YouTube channel again, the videos are still up. But when did you first learn about this, and what can you tell us about this lawsuit and this order to take down your videos?
I actually haven't officially learned about the lawsuit yet because I haven't been served. And I don't have to take the papers down until I'm served. But here's the thing is right now, I think Bricks and Minifigs might have hired someone to like harass me. I think like someone showed up to my house, I think twice now. They showed up like a couple hours ago to my house. And so I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking I might just call the cops on them for stalking because Bricks and Minifigs literally hired us. They've been to my house twice now, and that meets the requirements. They've been to my house on 2 separate occasions. I'm scared for my life right now. Like me and
I actually have a tip for you. If you threaten violence against them, they'll actually go arrest those guys.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's great advice. So I'm scared for my life. So they're meeting all the stalking requirements, Bricks and Minifigs. It's more than one occasion. It causes, I feel like I'm a pretty reasonable person to be scared in this situation. Bricks and Minifigs said I had heroin in my car when I didn't. So like, I don't know what this person showing my house is doing.
And the guy said he would shoot you.
The last time I had a person show up to my house from Bricks and Minifigs, they had guns pointed in my face. So I don't know what this person's doing. I might just get this process server arrested for stalking.
And honestly, I don't know what they look like, but it sounds like they've hired someone to impersonate a process server that's not actually qualified.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a fake process server. It's fake court pay. Everything's fake. It's all it's a million, billion, gazillion % fake.
Yeah, I think that's a direct quote. Dude, but I wanted to ask you, like, seriously, when you saw that unredacted body cam footage from that video that you posted this morning, like, what was your reaction to how literally they didn't second guess anything that Josh said to them, and they just were seeking to do whatever he asked them to do?
It was like 2 to 3 hours of just me being like, I need to get this footage because I saw it all over Reddit where everyone was like, we have the footage. Because I guess people downloaded it, but I was like a couple minutes too late to download it. So for like 3 hours, I'm trying to like download all these torrent links and stuff. I'm like probably downloading all these viruses on my computer and stuff. And then I finally get it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is what I've been searching for like the last like 3 months. This is insane. Like all the answers are here. And it was amazing. It was just like Christmas for me. It was the best day ever.
Oh man,
Yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome,
I can
man.
imagine. And honestly, one of the most disturbing parts of that body cam footage, Brando, if you want to pull up that one clip from your video, his video that he posted today. But this was seriously like, this honestly sent chills down my spine, dude. So to give context for anyone that hasn't watched this video, first go watch the video. We'll link everything in the description. But this is after Ben has already gone through the entire legal process to get a process server to serve him the court papers as he's legally required to do for the lawsuit to go forward. And the cop has already confirmed it's a real lawsuit and papers have not been served yet. But then Ben, for some reason or another, was then arrested on spurious charges, okay? And then this is the cops coming back to Josh after they've already arrested Ben.
I love you. I love you. Oh, there we go. I love you. Okay, I love you. I love American Police Department.
Okay, pause it there.
So now let's get to the story.
So, dude, I'm curious, what do you make of them, this announcement that they released of corporate basically saying they've parted ways with Josh and Brandon?
So, I mean, that's a good start. It's a little late, I think, but better late than never. So for all you guys that don't know, Brandon and Josh ran the Kaiser store location, which closed down. So when I first read that, it's like, well, what does that mean? The store's already closed. Like they're parting ways. Who cares? They don't run a store anymore. But they also run a store 2 hours south in Eugene, Bricks and Minifigs, where they're also the owners. So I guess this means they got fired from that. I have not looked into any. I've heard there's like 6 or 7 updates from today, and I haven't looked into any of it. So I'm assuming that's what that means, that they are not working at the Eugene location anymore. But yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about that, because I've just been busy doing like news interviews all day today. So
yeah. Well, I mean, when I saw that, I was like, okay. I mean, it sounds like after, because from the body cam footage that you showed this morning, it really sounds like the CEO, Ammon, and Josh, they were like in lockstep working together, like really just joining forces against you. And so it seems interesting that they're parting ways, because if now Ammon is seeing that, oh, maybe there's some wrongdoing on their part that I need to separate from.
So they're not
just now.
So you're saying they're not working on the lawsuit together anymore, is what? Or they're not working together on the lawsuit, or they're not working together in Bricks and Minifigs?
I mean, from what we've seen, it's just they're let go from Bricks and Minifigs and they're parting ways. In the actual statement they put on their website, let me pull it up here to get the actual verbiage.
While he's pulling that up, sorry, I don't know if you know this, some ball knowledge for you. Ammon is a Book of Mormon name.
Oh, yeah.
And the book, the guy in the book is like the dopest dude ever.
Coolest dude ever.
And it's, I don't know.
He's giving him a bad name. Oh no! Now people are gonna read the Book of Mormon and be like, they're gonna be reminded of Ammon McNeff when. Oh no!
It's actually crazy to like this. It's so ironic. The story of Ammon is that he wins over the allegiance of this king of this other tribe because the king's flocks are stolen. And Ammon goes out and gets back what was stolen. That's like
no.
So there's some really beautiful irony going on here.
Oh,
by cutting off their arms as well, but that's irrelevant.
He lopped off some limbs for sure.
But it was in the name of righteousness. Yeah.
He has no idea what we're talking about.
Anyways, so if we pull up the actual statement from Bricks and Minifigs, so the wording that they use, it says, Bricks and Minifigs, an authorized Lego reseller specializing in buying, trading, and selling Lego products, today announces the permanent closure of its Salem, Oregon store, as well as a mutual agreement to part ways with franchise owners Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson due to a devastating social media campaign. While fact investigation continues, BAM's current state of its investigation has uncovered significant evidence of gross negligence in how the store was previously operated by the prior owner, as well as operational gaps during the transition and subsequent management of document recovery. More importantly, BAM leadership has personally reached out to Brian Mansell and family to meet, to review documentation revealed in the investigation, and to come to a mutual and positive resolution. So what it sounds like from there is they've separated their business relationship, but I don't know, from that wording, do you guys get that they were referring back to Crystal as the previous owner as wrongdoing and negligence, or referring to Brandon and Joshua?
Probably depends on what's more convenient later on.
As in the consignment was wrongful and negligent by Crystal?
They were referring to Crystal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think Legal Eagle made a good analogy about the consignment being illegal, because that's been kind of their number one claim, is that Crystal wasn't even allowed to do this consignment, and that's why Crystal's the bad person, not us. But Legal Eagle said something today, which I thought was really interesting. So say I park my car at my friend's house, like on the driveway, and I'm not allowed to, or say I park my car in my friend's front yard, like in their grass or something. That's the landlord is not going to like that, right? That's not allowed based on like their lease, I guess. Like you can't park your car in the driveway. So now that landlord decides to steal my car. Like the landlord can't just say, oh, well, parking in the grass was not allowed, so now I just get to keep his car. It's the same thing with this. Like the Lego consignment was not allowed, so we just get to keep all the Legos. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, so the consignment not being allowed doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter that I wasn't allowed to park on the grass. Give me back my car, you know?
It's true.
Yeah, 100%. And then the tune in which they're changing to in this next paragraph is absolutely wild, given everything that has happened up until now. And so this is the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, Ammon, speaking, and he says, "We've been asking for documentation for a long time. We'd asked Mr. Mansell and others and did not receive enough to give us a clear picture until recently, thanks to internal and external operations assistance and those who continue to stand with us, and we finally have enough to proceed with a resolution," says Ammon McNeff. "And now that we do, Brian," this is him speaking to Brian, "we continue our offer to sit down with you and are prepared to discuss dropping the lawsuit against you. Let's go through the spreadsheets and POS data together and ensure you are made whole monetarily and ensure that whatever Star Wars Lego was or remains in the Salem store, whether you identify as yours or not, you can have it. We will ensure you are compensated for anything unaccounted for, including what Mrs. Law/Gorman failed to compensate you for without your knowledge. We're ready when you are." What's your reaction to that statement from Ammon, Ben?
It sounds like they're willing to play ball now. I will say I've heard this like 20 times. My episode 3 that I'm going to release soon has a lot of the same stuff in it. I think he promised me, he said you guys are getting exclusive on this now. In my 3rd episode, I meet with Ammon and I'm like, hey, let's sit down and let's go through the inventory list. And Ammon's like, okay, let's sit down and go through the inventory. I'll email you the inventory. We're going to figure this out, you know? And so I'm like, okay, send it. And then he's like, okay. And I'm like, I mean, Brian said you've been saying this for the last like 2 years and you always say you're going to go over the inventory, but you never actually do. Like, if you want this to end, like we can like just do what you're talking about. And he's like, okay. And then he basically sent me an email saying, if you ask for this inventory list one more time, we're going to call the cops on you or something. I'm like, what the heck? So,
oh my gosh. So it's the same situation. Just changed.
So I will say this. I have heard him say the exact same thing before and then completely go back. Like, he thinks if he says these things, it'll win back public support, you know, and then he won't do it. But maybe, so I will say this. I think everyone deserves a 35th chance. I think that's what we're on right now, I think. So if he wants to, I think we should give him this chance to do what he's going to say, and we should reward him with, if he ends up following through, by saying thank you. But
that's very.
I don't know. I think everyone deserves a 35th chance.
70 times 7 times you're supposed to forgive someone.
Yeah, Jesus said 400.
And
How much?
I don't think 490, whatever that is. I don't think anyone's actually reached that point. But if you do reach that point, I think you're totally justified in cutting it off after that.
And we can thank him, but we should also write him a written apology as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And what's so interesting in that, dude, did you hear this? Where he's like, we are willing to drop the lawsuit against you. So help me understand, are you aware of the lawsuit that they have against Brian, or is it the same one that you're lumped into?
It's one lawsuit on all of us, and they're getting us for RICO charges. I don't really know what that is, but I heard it's a big deal. Yeah, I just saw a couple of lawyers like briefly react to it. They're like, RICO charges, they're like, oh, this is insane. Like, that's used for the mafia and stuff, so.
No, that means you have like insane motion. If you get a RICO charge, that's like, it's a badge of honor.
It's a white boy emotion right there.
What they're claiming is that Brian hired me to harass Bricks and Minifigs when it couldn't be more the opposite. I saw this story and I was like, let me help you. And he's like, I've tried everything at this point. If you want to go for it, like go for it. Like I've already declared these Legos as a total loss. So you can't make this situation. He's like, maybe if Reckless Ben gets on it, he'll help a little bit.
Right.
But that's how the situation actually went down. Like we have all the video to prove it. So like if they sue him, they're just like stupid, because like I have the video of our first initial conversation where he tells me the story and I'm like, oh, this is an interesting story. Maybe we could do a video on this, but like it's my decision to make. He didn't tell me to make the video. His friend is the one that reached out to me and is like, hey, this is an interesting situation, and Brian was like, I just want the Legos back, is what Brian's take has been. Now they're suing him just for wanting his own property back, which makes no sense. Like what the heck?
Well, dude, the MO in Mormon actually stands for motion. So you're 1/3 the way to becoming a Mormon, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
You've got motion. And tell me this, dude, because in the history of your channel, honestly, I got put onto you when I had watched a bunch of videos from McCamey Manor.
McCamey Manor.
Yeah.
Man.
And I was like, no, wait, sounds crazy. So I watched a bunch of his videos and I got sucked into it. And then the algorithm popped up you like infiltrating McCamey Manor or exposing it. But you've also done like a lot of like cult groups and infiltration of those. Help me understand, like, please tell me that this isn't your first interaction with members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
No, I actually have some cousins that are Mormon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then like two of my like really good friends in high school, like some of my best friends in high school were Mormon. It always sucked because like a lot of the times we're like busy during the week. And then on weekends, it's like the only time I get to hang out with my friends. And then they were always busy on Sundays. I was like, they gotta like hang out with their families and stuff. But no, I think Mormons are sick, dude.
Dude, you're my freaking guy, bro. You're such a baller.
Yeah, dude. When we went to in Utah, so we had a bunch of stuff planned in Utah that we just didn't get to do, I guess, because we like got arrested. And it's basically like, hey, and then we're like, okay, like the GoFundMe was one of the things we like really wanted to do, and then we got arrested for doing the GoFundMe. So we're like, okay, now, we thought that was like the safest thing that we had planned. So like, if we're getting arrested for the GoFundMe, we can't do anything else. So we just had like 4 days in Utah where we couldn't do anything, and we're like looking up all these cool things, and like all the people in Utah, they're like, oh, the only fun thing to do is go out to like the bars and clubs and stuff. We're like, that's suck. Like we want to do something like Utah specific.
Nah, dude, you're talking to the wrong people, bro.
Who are you talking to?
No, we went to BYU. It was super fun. We just like went in like one of the dorms. We played sting pong, if you know what that is, where like you run around the ping pong table. Yeah. We played like basketball with people, like spike ball. What do we do? We just like went through like all the like buildings and stuff. It was fun. It was sick.
Let's go, dude. This is an official invitation from us. Next time you come out, we'll take you on a tour around Temple Square, Missionary Training Center.
Oh, nice. You guys gonna BYU?
We do.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. The college is sick. It was really cool.
It's nice, dude.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's pretty chill.
You got a full BYU experience. The games played per capita at BYU has to be higher than any other school because everyone's stone cold sober, just wanting to play like capture the flag at 23 years old.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Yeah.
No, it's
with no
capture the flag on college campus would be sick. We used to do I was in like some like church group thing that we would always do crazy stuff back in college. Like instead of like going out and like partying and getting drunk, we'd like always think of like crazy stuff to do in the dorms. So like we would get these like blow tube things, like PVC pipes, and put a Nerf bullet, and we would play like Nerf wars and like the college campuses, like after they closed down. It's really fun. I would like recommend it if you guys are still in college.
Dude, that's awesome.
But if you get like 40, 50 people, and then I forget how we did teams, but so we would spray paint them. So there was always a blue team and a red team. And a lot of times we do like zombies. So like if and then each side is a different color. So one person's like shooting the Nerf bullet, and if I hit you, then you become a zombie too, and you have to like switch your thing around, and then you go until there's like no one left. It was so fun. Yeah, we do that through like the college like buildings and stuff.
I just want to put out a formal invitation. Us here, we will play this game against the American Fork Police Department for all the marbles.
For all the marbles, dude. For all the marbles.
What are the marbles?
That mirrors an exact story in the Book of Mormon, the war chapters.
Dude, yeah,
go read those.
Bro. You're gonna love this book, bro. We're sending it to you. No, dude, I felt like you had to have had some sort of interaction with actual like good, upstanding, good example members of the church, because coming from your background of like going in, infiltrating these different cults, and then having such negative experiences with members of the church, I could totally see people are so quick to jump on like the cult bandwagon and just crap on us and stuff. And so the way that you talked about the church on the H3 podcast, I'm like, it's, dude, from his background, how's he not just dumping all over the church, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I was just like surprised because all my Mormon friends were like super nice, like they never like did drugs or like got into like legal trouble and stuff. I guess we would go explore like abandoned buildings and stuff. That's like the only law we would break, I guess, is like trespass. But it's like we're not doing it for a bad reason. We're just curious. We want to explore abandoned stuff, and so that's like the only law we would break. And
the same
I don't know, it was just weird that a Mormon would like be this evil to me, It was surprising to me.
This actually kind of goes back into that article. Like, just as a Latter-day Saint, I don't have any money. I'm not high up in the business world, but I like to think that the Latter-day Saint thing to do once this whole thing blows up, if you find out that someone had been screwed over by your business, is to say, hey, dude, we'll fix it. We'll give you double the value. I'm so sorry. And then you know what? All this doesn't happen. If immediately when they figured out someone had been wronged, whether it was them or someone else, you got to step up. You got to say, hey, I'm sorry on behalf of the people that did this, or I'm sorry on behalf of myself, and you fix it. And then you don't have this crisis on their hands. Now this has been dragged out. Everyone in the world is talking about it. And I just don't, like, I can't see a way that this company returns to doing business over, like, people are saying it's a $400 million company. $200,000 is a drop in the bucket.
Dude,
give this guy his Lego back and then give him extra money to say sorry, and you don't lose your whole company. Like, just if these guys acted Christ-like and were doing what they should be doing, none of this happens.
Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so I want to ask you, dude, if we want to pull up the GoFundMe and hit a quick refresh, because literally thousands are pouring in by the minute.
Really? Whoa.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I set the GoFundMe goal at $120,000 because that's the estimated amount that I've been told Brian still has like Legos in the store still is like $120,000. So I capped it off at that. I thought that's where the GoFundMe, like once you hit the goal, like people can't donate anymore. It's like we reached the goal, congratulations. But then it kept going above that number. So I called Brian up. I was like, hey, like people are still donating. Should we like cut it off? And he's like, I just got found out that Bam's suing me, and I just talked to some lawyers. They're saying it's gonna be hundreds of thousands of dollars to defend myself. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, let's keep the GoFundMe going. So we made up a private trust, or it's a legal trust for Brian, and all the GoFundMe money will go into the legal trust for Brian. But anyways, all that money is Brian's money, and whatever he wants to do with it, he's gonna do with it. So yeah.
Let's go.
You're a Mormon without even knowing it, man.
Yeah, dude.
You're so generous.
Well, dude, I hope that I don't know if you have a way to look into demographics of that, but I hope that Utah is pulling our weight in that. I hope Latter-day Saints across the country are pulling their weight in the GoFundMe. And all of us noticed that you were fair towards us. You said, hey, these guys that are screwing these guys over, they are members of this church, but I know it's not aligned with what they believe. And we appreciated that you were willing to back us up there. And there's a lot of Latter-day Saints that are backing you up. I mean, This was by far our most requested video we've ever had. People are talking about our church all the time. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, these different documentaries that come out. People, oh, you should react to this, respond to this. Nothing like what we saw here. We have all these Latter-day Saints saying, hey, we're being misrepresented. We need to do something about it. So much so that not only did both of our shows talk about it, but residents in American Fork are so disturbed by the actions of their police department that they are organizing a protest. We're helping them plan that protest of the American Fork Police Department.
What do you have a date for it yet, or?
So we're trying to go through the proper means first and get our permit, and we'll see how much resistance the city gives us.
Whoa.
We have to look at the church handbook to figure that out.
But it looks like it's typically like a 30-day turnaround on that. I don't want to let it go any longer than that. So we'll see. We're still in the planning stage.
Dude, I'll come out for that if that ends up happening. That'd be sick.
Go, baby.
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
So
that's gonna be the most respectful protest ever. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm from Los Angeles, where they had when the George Floyd riots and the ICE riots. It's been crazy. Like people just like destroying innocent buildings and stuff.
Wouldn't it be funny if we just constructed innocent buildings? Like we just started building stuff.
Start cleaning up the community, mowing lawns and stuff, and going out. You just see a guy with a sign, give the flippin' Lego back. Give the fetching Lego
No, he
back.
won't even be holding a sign. He'll just be praying.
We should set up a booth where people can bring their traffic tickets that the American Fork Police Department has given them, and then we have donors that line up on the other side, and we can matchmatch someone to pay off the tickets of all these crooked cops.
This is magical.
Dude, this can be the most
There's
respectful thing.
There's revelation happening here.
Okay, I have another question. So, sorry, this is changing gears a bit. I want to know, Ben, if we're talking about the police department, a lot of people are like very confused, very, very just disturbed by a lot of the things they saw. Let's say that they dropped the lawsuit against Brian, they dropped the RICO charges, and they gave him the stuff back. What, like, is that the end of the road, or do you have plans? Are you like maybe disturbed by the actions that were taken and you want to go further to do something else? You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, but I want to know, if you get the Legos back, does it end there?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. I have 12 videos I'm working on right now, side by side. This Lego one was kind of one of the more simple ones, so I was like, I'll just post this one first. But some of them were a lot more complicated, which is why I'm still like working on them. But yeah, just move on to the next video. Probably it's like, oh, we reached the goal. Next thing, like why like milk something that like just try and like force content out when I have 11 other videos that are equally as exciting. That could
Respect.
You're
not looking for revenge, so that's a Christ-like thing.
I don't know. I did think it was funny. I think it would be cool to get them to say I'm sorry, which I don't think they'll do. So I think fighting for that might be funny. Just because, like, I think to get them to admit they're sorry would mean a lot for Brian. And I think at this point, Brian doesn't even really care about the Legos. He rather just wants to see them admit that they were wrong, for like, I think that is worth more to Brian than the Legos are. But I think that would be the only other thing I would fight for, I think.
How often are you talking with Brian?
Probably like at least 2 or 3 times a day, I'd say.
And what's he think about this whole thing?
Dude, he loves it. Well, he loves and hates a lot of it. So he hates being a public figure. He just likes his privacy, I guess. So he doesn't like he's been he got asked to be on like national Fox News like 2 days ago. He denied it. Like he's been getting like thousands of like news requests and stuff. He just denied everything. So he doesn't want to. Like, he doesn't want to be like, oh, I'm becoming famous off this and stuff. He just wants his stuff back. Yeah. Now that the GoFundMe reached his goal, he's like, oh my gosh, it's awesome. Like, I'm finally he actually finally told his dad what happened as of like 2 or 3 days ago. Wow. I think 2 days ago he told his dad. So,
what was his dad's reaction?
So he thought it was gonna be really bad because he thought it was like, my dad trusted me with our family's life savings and I failed the family,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
sad.
so then he failed so hard that he couldn't even tell his dad about it. So he thought his dad was gonna be like pissed, but he started the conversation with off is like, hey, we actually made more money on the GoFundMe than the Lego sets were worth. So don't worry. But here's what happened. And he said his dad took it really well. So, but he said that was like an infinite like weight off his chest. So, so he said that's like the most relief he's felt in like 2 years, which is awesome.
Good for him, man.
Turning the hearts
but
of
then
for the fathers, man.
I had a really like sad talk with him last night where he's just like terrified again because of this lawsuit. And he's like, dude, we could be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And it's gonna be so much work for us. He's like, I just want to focus on my job, my family. Like, I don't want this lawsuit, you know? So he's like really stressed out about that. And so that's sad again. It was a really sad conversation. All I could tell him is I was like, I'll do everything I can to get them to take down the lawsuit. I will not stop. Like, we'll just keep raising money on the GoFundMe. Like, I'm like, if the GoFundMe can't like raise the money, I'll use all my Patreon, like whatever. I'll give you like everything I've made. Like, I don't want this to like be bad for you, you know? So,
dude, and the social suicide, well, not even the business suicide that I feel like Bricks and Minifigs is committing, pursuing this lawsuit against the guy that they essentially stole from, is just insane. And so, like, is it really worth it? Like, do they really need the $300,000 like it said in that thing that they're suing for, or what could they possibly be out to get? I have no idea.
Well, they're saying that that everything in my video was Brian's plan, and that he hired me, he paid me. Well, not paid me, but like if I can get him the money back, Brian will give me some of the money. Is kind of the deal, you know. Kind of like I'm doing this pro bono for him, you know. Okay. And obviously that's not true, and like we have all the footage to prove that. So like they're going to be wasting money in court. Like part of it, me kind of is a little sad that Brian's not excited to go to court because it would just make them look so stupid, like suing the person they stole from, you know. But I think Brian's best interest probably it's in everyone's best interest for them to take away that lawsuit, I guess. But it would be hilarious to see this go to court and then for them to just be like, yeah, Brian did all this, and we just play the footage, and then Brian's like, here, this is your thing now, like go do whatever you want, Ben. And just like how uninterested Brian is in all this, it's crazy that they're suing him for that. But
I think it's clear that the wise business decision is for Bricks and Minifigs to just say, hey, listen, cat's out of the bag. We did a messed up thing. You guys caught us. So we're going to apologize. We're going to pay the guy. And we're going to.
If they did that, I have so many other more videos I want to move to. But Bricks and Minifigs is the one keeping me on this video. So 100%. It's almost like they want me to make more videos about them the way they're acting.
No, it makes no sense from like a strategic. I don't even mean like, I wish they'd be like, wow, we feel really bad about this. But like from a financial perspective, they should just give it up. And then if they're gonna pursue something, I can see in their delusional perspective of this, they don't realize how bad public perception is, and being like, you know what, let's go after Ben. But going after bringing Brian in, you're RICOing Brian. You're gonna RICO this guy who's trying to make enough money for his dad. Like it's insane.
It's sad and pathetic. And you know what, dude? We need to get in contact with Brian's Relief Society president. Get her to bring over a nice warm casserole.
Yes, dude. We need to contact the members out in Oregon.
I'm serious though. If the members that lived near Brian knew what was going on, they would rally around him so hard and
1,000%.
and just give him so much love, regardless of him not being a member of the church. And so I think that's kind of the message that our church sends. But
sorry, I keep asking these questions that I just think of right on the moment. It was so strange to me that you have two completely separate police departments acting in this like super defensive way. Do you have any idea why? Like
four now. We got the Sandy police in Utah.
Yeah. True.
We're
from Sandy.
Oh, really? Yeah, the Sandy police tried to arrest me, which we saw. I didn't know it until yesterday when I saw the body cam footage. Like the Sandy police is trying to arrest Ben right now. We got all because I went up to Brandon's house to try to have a good faith conversation with him. That is going to get me arrested. That's so weird. But okay, so we got the Sandy Police Department. We got the Provo Police Department is after me for extortion for what Eamon basically told them I'm threatening to burn down the whole building and shoot everyone inside. So we got the Provo Police Department's after me for extortion. We got the American Forks Police Department. That's the one that you guys saw in video too. We got the Oregon Police Department. The Los Angeles Police Department's on it now because my house was in Los Angeles, so they're trying to get me. Those are all the police departments that are after me right now.
Yeah. And honestly, in all the videos that I've seen, no one's been speaking negatively about you or Brian or anyone, except for I saw one video being critical of something in your video, and I want to get your take on it. But basically, the whole guy's take was you were being dishonest about the 10 small claims court lawsuits that you and your buddies filed, that they didn't actually default or whatever. But help us understand like the resolution of what ended up actually happening with those small claims lawsuits that you guys did.
I actually just made a video on this. It's still in the editing process right now, but I just did a video like answering a bunch of questions, and I guess that question's been like a big thing coming up. And it's a long story, but I can explain it if you want. It might take a minute, but so basically, Wes, all 10 of us are about to serve this lawsuit because we calculated out that it was about $120,000 that is what he was still owed. So that's why we got 10 people. And I was like, the last 20,000, we'll just figure out some way, I guess, to do that. But we're like, 100,000 is a safe bet, So, because I think we like matched all the inventory that was still unsold, and we like ChatGPT'd it, and we're like, okay, how much is this worth? And like, how can we evenly divide it so each person has like 10 sets? And so it came down to 10 people. It would have like been messed up if we had like 12 people sue. So 10 people is like a safe way that each of us could have sued for $10,000 of the Legos that were still in the like unaccounted for in the store. So we do the whole thing, and it's time to fill out the paperwork. And we're like, okay, what LLC do we sue? So I go to the Oregon state directory, like the business directory, and I see that there was an LLC for the Bricks and Minifigs address, but it ends in 2024, which is the same time that Brandon and Josh come down. So I call up the court, and I call up someone, and I'm like, hey, like there's like no LLC for this. Like, are they operating without an LLC? And basically we concluded they are operating without an LLC. And what the court told me is, since they're operating without an LLC, if you sue the previous LLC, then it's still count, because that was the last LLC at that address, and it'll still count, I guess, if that makes sense. I've never really, this is like my second time ever suing someone, so that's just what was told to me. So I was like, okay, fair enough. And I think there's like footage of us saying this too. We're like, if this doesn't work, we can always just sue them again personally, but we're like, this is a good like attempt one, so let's sue this LLC. So we go through, and then I call up the court, and they're like, yep, they didn't respond. Let's do motion for default judgment. And I'm like, sick. That's just what happened in the last video. So I called up my friends. I'm like, hey, we won, like, this is awesome. And so at this point, I order these like 10 Speedos, and with We Steal From Old People on it. And I got like 10 piggy banks, and the end scene was going to be, we're all going to walk up in slow motion to the Bricks and Minifigs, like wearing these Speedos, with like all 10 of us. It was going to be like the most, like, I was going to get like a drone, like the most, like, I was going to rent out like cinematic cameras. It was going to be like the most amazing thing ever. And I was like, this is like, I want a grand finale to this, And then Brian calls me, and he's like, dude, one of my friends was just at the Bricks and Minifigs, and he said that it looks like they're closing down the store. Like they're starting to move all their inventory out. He's like, I would like get on this fast or something. He's like, they might just be trying to close down the store or something. I'm like, shoot. Okay. So we call them, and I have footage of, we called for a birthday party, and we're like, hey, like, are you guys like, we were just in there. We're like thinking of doing a birthday party, and they're like, okay, I'll write you down for like next week. We're like, the thing though is we saw like you guys moving out a bunch of inventory. You guys are still going to be open, right? Like you guys aren't closing down the place. And they're like, oh yeah, we're like closing down the place. What are you talking about? So basically I rush up there because Brian's like, he keeps calling me. He's like, dude, there's even less like inventory. Like they are closing down this store. And I'm like, what the heck? So I just go up. I'm like, I'm just gonna go up myself. I didn't have like, my friends didn't have time to like take off like work and stuff. So that's why I'm there by myself and not with my 10 friends. Yeah. And I do the whole Speedo thing, just like we planned in the video. And then I get there and the store is closed, but it says temporarily closed. So we go to the Tannery Public, and they're like, nah, dude, they closed down the whole store. It's permanently closed. I'm like, what? Like we just called literally like 2 days ago, and we scheduled a birthday party here next week. And they like basically I fly right from Oregon. So immediately I fly from Oregon to Utah, and then I go to Brandon's house, and that's where I'm like, hey, we won the lawsuit and stuff, and all this stuff. A couple weeks go by, and then I get a thing in the mail that says the case has been dismissed. So I assume, oh, okay, like they closed down the store and I can't sue a dead store. That's why the case got dismissed. Doesn't matter. They closed down the store anyways. Like we sent our message. They closed down the store because we sued them. Sick. Let's post the video anyways. I'll just post this in the video. You know, like our plan worked. We closed down the store, but now we got to get them personally. And then I talked to Crystal, and Crystal's like, dude, Crystal's the previous store owner, and she's like, dude, you sued the wrong LLC. I'm like, what? She's like, dude, it's called Baker Bricks. I'm like, no, Baker Bricks doesn't exist. Like, I've already confirmed this with the court. Like, Baker Bricks is not an LLC registered to this address. And she's like, no, there's like a loophole. Like, what they did is Bricks and Minifigs has an addition to the building. So there's like, I guess they like constructed to make like an extra room or something for the thing. And that extra room that they added to the store, from my understanding, has its own address, I guess, that the LLC is attached to, and it's hidden and it's not marked on Google. So it's like impossible to find this LLC, even though now they're being public about it. But at the time, it was impossible to find this LLC, basically. And so I guess I'll just say, like, they outsmarted me. They found some loophole and outsmarted me. But it's not because I'm like trying to be dishonest and like deceive my audience. It's just I just got outsmarted, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
That's shady.
Dang, bro.
No,
that Speedo thing is the equivalent of leering, bro.
Dude, that was hilarious, bro.
But it worked, you know, like we sued them, they closed down their store, so like
it still worked.
It worked, you know, like the plan, like, whether or not we sued the Baker Bricks or we sued the other thing, the outcome's still the same, you know, so.
Yeah, so it's my understanding that Josh, he was served March 13th. So is there still like an active case against him that you have?
Yes, I went to mediation with them. Basically, I can't talk about it because it's against the law. I would say Josh said a really big lie in mediation, which is easily provable false, and it's a really big lie, and I can't get any more into that, or else I think Josh could sue me for like basically revealing secrets inside mediation.
Yeah.
So I think I will get in a lot of trouble if I talk about what happened in mediation. So I can't do that. But we went to mediation. We were not able to settle, and now it's going to small claims court.
Wow. Do you have a date for that then?
They said they'll mail us something. I still haven't gotten anything in the mail yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. Dang. Well, that's crazy, dude. I have to ask you, how the heck did you get in contact with that kid that you sent up to Josh's house? Who is that, and how did you get in contact with him?
So he was just some random dude. And I didn't technically send him to his house. He decided to go to his house once he saw how bad that was. But so I think we went to like Young Men's Night at Josh's church, looking for someone. But we ended up actually finding him on Instagram because I don't know, I just put something on my Instagram. I was like, hey, if anyone wants to help like for a video. And then I called talked to like 4 or 5 Mormon people. They're like, hey, I'm in Utah. And I'm like, hey, are you Mormon? This is awesome. Like you can help like bring this guy back to God, you know, like someone in your community is doing something really bad. And every single Mormon, basically, except for the guy who went to Josh's house, but every single Mormon I talked to was like, ooh, like, I can't be a part of that. Like, I have to decline. I can't be in the video. I'm like, but you're saving someone from your community from doing a bad thing. Like, wouldn't that be a good thing for like Mormonism? And they're like, yeah, but like, it's weird. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, I guess.
One brave soul step up. Thank goodness, bro.
Yeah. So it was a little disappointing.
I have for that kid. Wow. I couldn't have done it.
And prior to this, were there Mormons that helped you like get Josh's address, or like how many Mormon boots on the ground, you know, were part of this?
Pretty much none. It would have been cool to have more. I asked a lot of them. For some reason, they didn't want to be in it. I think maybe they were afraid I was like making fun of Mormonism, I think, or something. But I was actually trying to do the opposite. You know, I was like, I'm trying to like save Mormonism because right now it's looking bad. Like, let's bring them back to heaven. You know, let's make them not like, I don't know. Let's make them back in the good grace of God. You know.
It was the Urbex Utah guy.
Yeah, we saw the Urbex Utah guys clips hanging out with you, and we were like, oh, I wonder how many of these guys were involved.
And then one of them said he was a member and that he was there. But either way,
but Tyler's not a member. We theorized that Tyler was a member, but he's not a member of our church.
Yeah, he's straight edge. He doesn't do any drugs or anything. He's never had like a drop of alcohol. Like all that's true. Like he's never been in trouble with the law before. But I think he's friends with a lot of Mormons, but he's not actually Mormon.
We call that a dry Mormon.
Yeah,
a Mormon that hasn't been into the waters of baptism yet.
Yeah.
One of the members that got arrested, his wife is Mormon, but he's not Mormon.
Okay.
What do you call that?
A part member family.
Part member family, yeah. A good teaching opportunity. That's what we call that.
Yeah.
I just put a lot of brain power into thinking of some funny joke, and I got nothing. So.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
thanks
guys.
for that, Kate.
You figured it out.
Well, Ben, dude, we hope that things start to trend in the right direction for you guys, and really curious to hear. We'd love to hear when you actually get a date for that. It's going to be in Oregon, though, right? That court case is in Oregon?
Over Zoom. So yeah, a Utah resident and a California resident are suing each other in Oregon. It's pretty funny.
Huh.
Pretty much.
Well, dude, good luck with that. Let us know when you get the date. But, dude, I just wanted to read some words of Jesus, bro, and show that you're participating in something that is freaking good, bro, and is according to the good word, all right? And so in Luke chapter 12, Jesus says, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. And that which has been redacted on body camera footage will be hacked into and ultimately posted on Reckless Ben's YouTube channel."
Amen.
And the great destroyer shall try and order a removal of the content.
Exactly. Oh, dude, and I had to ask you, bro, do you know the Patreon CEO personally, or have you talked to him at all? What was your reaction to his response?
Dude, my heart sank, dude, because like all the Patreon money right now is how I'm going to pay for like not just my legal fees, but like Victor's legal fees, everyone's legal fees. I told them I would cover it. So I was like, oh no, like, how are we going to sue? Like, if they take my Patreon down, like, I can't sue them anymore, you know? So,
Yeah.
I can't, no, not only can't I sue them, but I can't defend myself. And then all my friends get in trouble. I was like, my heart, like, genuinely sank because he's like, a judge told us we have to take this down. And unfortunately, and I'm like, oh no, like I felt like I just like died, you know? And then he's like, bricks and minifigs and stuff. And I was like, yes.
Dude, that's so awesome. Well, hey, Latter-day Saint lawyers out there, if you know one, we need them. Now's the time to step up and help a brother out.
And Latter-day Saints in general, we stand with you. We're with you. We can't just defend our own because they're our own. We got to call out our own. That's what we're supposed to do. And, you know, donate to the GoFundMe if you feel so inclined. And just, Ben, let us know if there's anything we can do to help your cause. Just know we're with you, man.
Oh, thanks so much. This is awesome. This is a sick podcast.
Thanks, bro. We're happy to have you.
I just got to say, Ben, I saw this tweet from Ludwig. I don't know if you saw it. But he said, "It's crazy the legal system prices Americans out of justice. So the best solution is to find a YouTuber crazy enough to make a stink to get your money back." And I do think that's insane. I think you're setting a good precedence here with what you're doing. Getting justice for Brian, and so we just thank you for what you're doing. It's really cool. I think it's a great example because we need to expose things like this. It's awesome, man.
And
thank you so much.
Here's the thing, also, is that we're not just hearing your side of the story. We're at a point where the freaking police chief has whispered at us for 26 minutes their side of the story, which we showed on our show how he verifiably lied about how the papers hadn't been served yet, which dude, the body camera footage usage was incredible. And then the CEO has come out on multiple live streams, on multiple statements, and we're hearing all these different sides. And the one thing about it is you are bringing the receipts to the table that essentially, I mean, from everything that I've seen, are pretty irrefutable. You have cops conspiring to figure out some sort of bogus charges to arrest you on, saying that they're going to arrest you just to scare you a little bit to hopefully get you to stop doing what you're doing. And then, just doing all of these nefarious things. And so, like, I feel totally comfortable being like, heck yeah, dude, we're backing you all the way because you've shown the receipts. And the unredacted body camera footage is just even more damning to those that are trying to shut you down. Yeah. And so I don't know how you keep so much storage on your different devices, but literally record every single thing that you do or say.
Yeah. It's also peak content. So just personally, for me, I would love it if you continued recording stuff.
Yeah, you're funny, bro. You're fun to watch.
Yeah. Thanks so much. We're going to send you this copy of the Book of Mormon, bro, so that when you're referencing our beliefs on the H3H3 podcast, you can pull up the receipts from our actual beliefs, bro. This is from a book in the Book of Mormon called 2 Nephi, chapter 9, verse 34, and it says, "Woe unto the liar, for he shall be thrust down to hell." Good to go. And so, look, if someone's out there lying, that's some pretty harsh words. And so I think... it's better to fess up now and to make things right. And so, is there any last words that you would leave with the LDS people watching this interview?
Oh shoot! I guess show up to the protest if you guys get the permits, and I'll be there. And we'll have the most peaceful protest ever. We'll mow the lawns. We'll get rid of people's parking tickets. It'll be awesome, and I'm in full support of that. I think that's awesome.
Go, watch
it'll
out.
It'll probably be the most peaceful protest in the entire world. We could break that record for the most peaceful protest.
Let's get a Guinness Book of World Records person there. Let's break the record.
For the most peaceful protest in the ever.
Everyone interested in participating and supporting the residents of American Fork that are planning this protest, we'll be posting about it on AllThoseInFavor on Instagram and YouTube. So keep an eye out.
Nice. Okay. Let's do it.
Heck yeah, Ben. As there's updates and stuff, we'd love to stay in contact with you. And if it's relevant, we'd love to hop back on with you and chat about it to keep the community involved and aware of what's going on and how they can be involved and help. But, dude, one more time, thank you so much for taking your time and your limited energy to hop on and engage with us because I think it's going to do a lot of good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks so much for having me. This was fun, dude. This is an awesome podcast.
What a chill dude. If you guys still don't have the full context and haven't seen all of the content that he has produced on this whole situation, we'll leave all the links in the description so that you can do so. And remember, if you're undergoing to cover up your sins and wrongdoings, it's only a matter of time until Ben Schneider is put on the case and all darkness will be brought to light. God bless you.
如果你睇晒成個57分鐘嘅專訪，又未接觸過摩門教，即係後期聖徒，今年有一個特別嘅方法。我哋今個星期即係7月15至11號會喺香港書展嘅 1A 展覽廳 B40 號攤位，你可以嚟攞翻本摩爾門經，睇下教會刊物，又或者同活生生嘅後期聖徒傾下。